What's going on, YouTube? This is Brian, and yeah, we're making another video today. So today I'm gonna be talking to you about divorce. It's one of those topics that, you know, not many people wish to share. At least I didn't at first. So I'm gonna talk to you about it and my experience with it, and pretty much try to sum it all up in 10 minutes. So here we go. So my wife, soon to be ex-wife, and I are actually going through a divorce. And yeah, it's sad, you know, it sucks, but it is something that has to happen, unfortunately. We've been dealing with this since October of 2017, when she originally brought up divorce. And I just did not want to accept it. I just didn't want to accept it. So what I did was I tried to see if I could salvage my marriage somehow, try to save it, and try to make a change for myself and for her. Try to see if I could fix my personal problems, my personal issues. Unfortunately, I guess I either came up too short because she just, I don't know, she wasn't interested. But in the end, I would say probably in February, I came up with the conscious decision of just telling her, you know what, I think it's just time, you know, that I just grant you the divorce, and you know, I'd rather you be happy than be miserable, you know, and, you know, living with me. I don't want to force anybody to be with me who doesn't want to. And it sucks, you know. It is a kind of like a crappy feeling, you know. Nobody wants to go through this. I honestly don't wish this on anybody. It is a very difficult choice. It was a very difficult decision for me to just come up with it, I guess, in the end. But ultimately, I think everything will be okay. I mean, if you would have saw me, I would say a couple months back, I would say probably December or January, I was a mess. I was a mess. And it was very hard for me to just talk about it. I went pretty much through it alone. I didn't mention it to my parents. I didn't mention it to my family, my brother, nobody. Nobody knew, not even my own job. Or both jobs, rather. So you know, I think that was probably a mistake on my part to go ahead and do, to not really talk about it. I guess I felt like maybe I could control it somehow, maybe I could fix it, but things like that, it's very hard to just try to keep to yourself, you know. Like I said, the topic of divorce is a very difficult topic for most, if not all, people. You know, nobody really, they don't wish to get married to then soon get, you know, or later get divorced, rather, you know. It's just, you know, if two people just don't see eye to eye on, you know, on their relationship goals, it's just bound to just not work. And yeah, that's just what I'm currently going through. And I guess, you know, like I mentioned, I was very upset in the beginning. Now I'm just I'm just wishing her the best. As myself, I know that I'm gonna be okay, you know. And for many of you, or for most of you that are going through divorce, or for some of you that are going through divorce, just know, you know, I guess in the beginning I didn't know this, but later on, just know it's not the end of the world, you know. It is not the end of the world. You know, nobody died. I mean, it's kind of crappy to say that, but you know, no one's dead. You know, life still goes on. You still have a future to look forward to. There's many, I mean, very cliche to say, many fish in the sea. But life goes on. Life goes on after divorce. Currently, right now, like I said, I'm still living in this house, which is currently under contract. We still kind of live under the same roof. So we just try to, like I said, everything's ending amicably. So, that's great. It's very, very seldom do you really hear of divorces ending, I guess, appropriately or amicably. But then again, there's no kids involved. We didn't procreate, so I guess it makes it a lot easier and faster. So, but like I said, I guess those are one of the reasons why I have not made a video in such a long time. But like you saw, I did post another video last week. So, but yeah, it was just very difficult to just kind of stay focused and make a video on just anything, So my channel obviously is called Take a Trip with Brian. So I want to be able to share with you personal experiences. I want to be able to share with you vacations or just anything that I do. So it's just, like this vlog, like I said and I mentioned before, it's just a general vlog on, or a recap on my life and what's going on. And I know I'm probably bringing a lot of real things to you guys, like with the cystoscopy going on, which I was currently going through that whole issue and everything. Now hitting, you guys with the divorce, it's just, it's a lot, and it was a lot that I was taking in and I just didn't mention before or anything, So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I'm just trying to do this with as little to no editing as possible and under 10 minutes. I've seen a lot of videos online on YouTube with people exceeding 10 minutes and doing 18 minutes or whatever, which is perfectly fine, but I just want to if there's one advice that I can give to anyone that is going through divorce, is that it is not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. And that is not to say that, I don't care for my wife. I wish her the best. And that's the only thing we could do for each other, is just wish each other the best. Yeah, I know life goes on. I know life, my future is bright. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. And I guess this is probably going to be the first time I'm going to mention that I have certain events coming up in June and in July. I hope July. July is definitely it's going to be a struggle. The July event is definitely a struggle for me at the moment, but I am hoping to kind of make it there. I do not want to go ahead and say what it is just yet, but hopefully it is something that will happen and something that I can bring you guys with me to this event. As far as June goes, I'm like 80% sure it will happen. So I will keep you posted on that situation. But as of right now, that's what's going on. House is on the market. Well, it's under contract really. And a lot of the things are actually just off the walls, like right here behind me. There used to be some kind of like there used to be decorations. There used to be wall ornaments or, wall things that you hang on walls. A lot of things got taken down. Like right over here, you see a shelf that I made for my wife. She wanted to put it up or whatever. This curio right here on the side is about 100 years old and had a bunch of stuff in it. It's all out. it's all on the kitchen table or the dining room table. And yeah, I just it's coming home to this whole scenario, this whole I mean, it's just a constant reminder every day coming home to it. And it sucks, you know, it sucks, but that's life. You have to go through it. You have to walk the walk, so to speak. So, like I said, currently going through it or whatever. And I wanted to make, like I said, this vlog as real as possible, to try to show you guys that I'm not trying to hide anything. I want to be able to just share with you what's going on. As far as like why and how, like I mentioned before, relationships are just not perfect, you know, not 100% perfect. It takes a lot of work. In the end, we knew it just didn't work out between both of us, and that's why it's ending amicably. So we both came to the understanding that it's just better off to just separate and yeah, just be able to just live happy than to live miserable. Not that I'm saying that we were miserable. I'm just saying that it just didn't work out. Bottom line, just didn't work out. So I hope that this video was some kind of maybe helpful to most of you, if not all of you. If you do have any questions, any comments, please just leave them right below. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, you know what to do. Subscribe. And yeah, I hope, I just hope for the best for my future and for many of your futures as well out there that are going through this problem. And yeah, if you have any other questions, I will be more than happy to answer them. I know I kind of went over the limit, but I guess that's just the way life is. So I'll see you guys real soon. On to the next adventure.